nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
There's a special place in the Woodlands where you can feel comfortable opening your business. We are located at 10210 Grogan's Mill Road. Our building has a unique Vedic architectural design with landscape grounds and lakeside views, on-site management, and maintenance. We also provide free Wi-Fi and the opportunity to promote your business on 91.1 FM The Boss. This wonderful location is near the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, and just minutes from Bush Intercontinental Airport. 10210 Grogan's Mill Road, the only social media building in the Woodlands. Don't delay. Schedule a tour today by calling 713-777-7368.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll, all in one station, mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas, 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Hey y'all, what's up, Daily Buzz Show. This is Rose here at KNLY 91.1. I haven't been here in a while, so excuse me if I stutter or whatever. You'll still love me. I have a really cool show today because I have a really amazing guest that's coming on because she has an event this weekend that we want to talk to you about. So how are you been? Ivan, I haven't seen Ivan here in a long time. He's our engineer guy in the back right there. He always smiles and gets all red when I try and talk to him because he's not really on camera. But so what's been going on today, Ivan? What's up with you? Nothing much? No? All right. Okay, so my guest today is international model, actress, right? Yes, print model, Shakisha Johnson. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Excited to have you. I know you've been doing a lot of press for the show that's coming up tomorrow. Let's mention a little bit. We'll get back to what you're doing tomorrow, but let's mention a little bit. What's happening? Why are you here?
I'm back in Houston because we are having a fashion designer competition for local designers. They compete for cash and prizes. It's
cash and
Fashion
prizes.
Showdown.
Fashion Showdown. This is actually the second time, right?
Yes,
it's
we're
second
back
annual.
for round 2.
I love it. I remember last year's, and there was a huge. What was her name? Cloth and Cord.
Cloth and Cord, yes.
Yeah.
Elena Turner.
Yeah.
She
Oh
was
my
our
God,
winner
her
last year.
stuff is so good.
I know, she's
All
great.
of her necklace pieces. I remember that.
Yes.
And so she won, and she went to New York Fashion Week
Yes.
because of the Fashion Showdown,
yeah,
right?
that's the grand prize. They
I
get a
love
cash
it.
prize and a trip to New York for Fashion Week.
I love it. Okay, so, but you're here in Houston to do that because that is where she's from, right?
Right.
Okay, so, so you grew up here? You were born here? Are you a true Houstonian? Because it's hard to find those true Houstonians.
Okay, so I always claim Houston, but actually I was born in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
My mom was in medical school at Meharry and had me before she finished school. But I ended up moving to Houston I went to kindergarten here and then first and second grade back in Nashville, and then third grade on through high school, I was in Houston.
I mean, pretty much same.
So
like, you
yeah,
grew up
I
here.
grew up here. Just wasn't born here, but
Yeah,
I grew up here. I grew here.
Yeah. Okay, and then you went to New York because you live in New York now, right?
Yeah, no, actually, so I played basketball in high school. Well, really, I played all sports. I was like an athlete. So I got a basketball scholarship to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff.
Because how tall are you?
I'm about 5'11".
You're like you're taller than that.
You
I
think
feel
so?
like,
No,
yeah.
I'm really not. Everybody thinks I'm a giant. I'm only 5'11".
Only
When
I'm
I played
like
basketball, they
5.
had me listed at 6'1", but they
Oh,
always
really?
lie on those. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't believe that.
Okay, so you were on a basketball team,
Yes.
and did you want to play basketball, professional basketball?
Really,
or?
that's all I wanted to do was play
Really?
basketball. Like when people ask me, "Did you want to model?" I'm like, "No, I never had aspirations
You
to
never
model."
even thought about it?
Never
Oh,
thought about it at all. I
wow.
wanted to go to the WNBA
Oh,
or the
that's
Olympics running
interesting.
track. But my dad was like, "Go play basketball." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." Play basketball, but that was the sport that I excelled in, and it was able to, afford me to go to college on a full scholarship. So no student loans.
Wow.
Get you a jump shot.
That's right.
And I graduated with a computer science degree.
Okay, so beauty and brains. Okay, so you did that, and then so what happened? So now
How did I get into modeling?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So actually in high school, I had a teacher, English teacher. She was like, "You need to go to my agency." And I'm like, "Agency? I don't want to model, like why?" And she's like, "No, you're tall and you're so beautiful. Just go to my agency." So then I went there and they wanted to sign me. I went to Neil Hamill here in Houston.
Okay.
And I started working like shooting academy and doing a lot of like bridal stuff. And by now it's my senior year in high school. So, I didn't have a lot of time to work in Houston because I left to go to Arkansas, and there's like not really any fashion in Arkansas. I mean, we have Walmart. Walmart was made
I
in
could
Arkansas.
find some really cute things at Walmart and put it together.
Well, I only said that because Walmart is
Yeah.
originated in Arkansas. Like that's where it started. But so Top Model started coming on, and I started, watching that, and I was already
Because now
doing
you're
a
like in
little
the
modeling.
scene. Then
Yeah,
now
and
you're
I'm
like, okay, what
okay.
is this model thing about?
And then I found a friend that was doing fashion shows in Little Rock, because it's not that far. That's the biggest city in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And I would do little shows there. I sent in a tape to Top Model. They called me back, and I'm like, oh, wow. They're like, come audition. They didn't put me on the show. But it still inspired me a little bit. I'm like, okay, maybe I can model. And then my mother had a friend that was shooting like major magazines like Glamour and Essence covers in LA. So she ran into her one day and it's like, oh, my daughter models, you should check her out. And she's like, let me see her pictures. And then she showed her pictures, and she's like, oh, she has a little potential. If she ever comes to LA, tell her I'll shoot her. So then one spring break in college, I booked a ticket to LA and went and shot with her, and she shopped my pictures around and to some agencies in LA, and they wanted to sign me. So I'm like, okay. So now this is my junior year in college, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is what I'll do when I finish,
Right.
And
were you still playing basketball?
I'm still playing basketball. Yeah, I
Okay.
played all 4 years, MVP
Okay.
and all.
Nice. Yeah.
And when I graduated, I had like a week off between finals and graduation. I think like 10 days. So I booked a ticket to New York, and I went to some agencies there, and
You did it like by yourself, or like was this with mom, or?
No, by myself. I've always been really tenacious.
Wow.
Well, playing sports, especially like AAU, like summer track, you travel a lot by yourself anyway. So, I was
Your
already
confidence
used
was
to
there,
yeah.
and,
my dad lived in Nashville, until 2008. So I was always back and forth. Even when I was in Houston, like 7 years old, I was on a plane by myself, going back and forth.
Right.
So, I was never scared to leave or go anywhere.
Yeah. You just want to see what was out there.
Yeah.
But okay, so tell me the process, though. I mean, so you said that the agent or the photographer, right, shopped your photos. So you essentially like did a photo shoot, right?
Right.
And then that photographer just sent all of your pictures to different agencies.
Different agencies in LA, and just
And you
got
were not
something
with
done.
an agency. Oh, well, you were with Neil Hamill.
Neil Hamill in Houston,
okay.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was trying to go
Yeah.
a little more fashion
Yeah. Right.
to a bigger market.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once she got a little interest, I'm like, wow, so I can be an agency signed model. So I'm like, okay, gave me like another thought in the back of my head.
Right.
And now I told you I went to New York, and like the first agency told me no. The second one was like, maybe we'll call you, and then the third one I went to, they were like, yes, don't go anywhere else. So
wow,
I'm like,
that's
okay.
pretty good, because like in New York, right? I mean, it's such a huge market for models and designers. I mean, I think maybe Los Angeles is more really for acting and things like that. But to be called back like the third visit, because you hear all these stories about all of these no's, like doors slam shut in your face, like hundreds of them before they say, okay, yes. So for you to be able to like get it on the third one,
I know,
that's
like
pretty
I have
awesome.
friends out there that were out there years and couldn't get signed. So it gave me like a little fire under me. I'm like, okay, maybe this might be for me.
Maybe I do got some potential.
And I came home back to Houston because I graduated college. Now I worked for 4 months, saved all my money, and just booked a one-way ticket. Started working with my agency, and I was there 2 weeks before I booked a Nike campaign and shot with Essence magazine. So I'm like, okay, route. So I immediately started working.
That was in the first year of New York? Or?
Yeah, the first month I was booking good jobs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to get back to that because that's really interesting, because I work as a stylist, work with a lot of models out here. So I think it's important for them to hear like some of those steps, but we'll be back. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and so stay tuned. Again, Daily Buzz Show, KNLY 91.1, Rose and Shakisha.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
H-Town is the most culturally diverse city in America. H-Town Awards' sole mission is to celebrate the great diversity of our city. Our artists, citizens, and philanthropists and businesses are second to none. H-Town is the best city in the world, and our people are the best people on earth. Join us in celebrating all musical genres and the diversity of our beautiful city. H-Town Awards Show, November 2019. We'll see you there.
For more information, follow us on social media at H-Town Awards or send us an email at info@htownawards.com.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Xavier Academy is a full-service, accredited private school offering personalized curriculum and extraordinarily low student-to-teacher ratio. We emphasize academic success, personal growth, and social skills in a rich and stimulating environment. Xavier Academy The Woodlands offers summer school tutoring and credit recovery through the end of July. Our website, www.xavieracademy.org or 713-389-5545.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
There's a special place in the Woodlands where you can feel comfortable opening your business. We are located at 10210 Grogan's Mill Road. Our building has a unique Vedic architectural design with landscape grounds and lakeside views, on-site management, and maintenance. We also provide free Wi-Fi and the opportunity to promote your business on 91.1 FM The Boss. This wonderful location is near the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, and just minutes from Bush Intercontinental Airport. 10210 Grogan's Mill Road, the only social media building in the Woodlands. Don't delay. Schedule a tour today by calling 713-777-7368.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Installation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam installation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
for any maintenance needs on your commercial or personal vehicle. EVG Lone Star Service specializes on European, Asian, and domestic vehicles. We can assist you with wheel alignments, tire balance, AC services, computer and electric diagnostic, and more. We're located at corner of 1230 Aldine Mail Route and Reeston Road in Houston 77039. Our phone number is 936-344-1672, or you can find us on our webpage www.evglss.com. EVG Lone Star. If it's got wheels, we can fix it.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hey guys, thanks for coming back. It's Rose here at Daily Buzz Show, 91.1 KNLY. And we have today, if you're just tuning in, international model, actress, now I'm learning basketball star,
Yes.
track star,
Computer scientist.
Shakisha Johnson here. She's from Houston, and she's here to come visit us again because she's having a big event tomorrow, actually.
Yes.
It's called Fashion Showdown, right? That's going to be, tell them where, Shakisha.
It is location of the show is at Life HTX. That's 2512 Woodhead Street, Houston, Texas, 77019.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll mention that again because we want people to come, see the show. It's a fashion show, but it's also a contest for different designers that hopefully whoever wins will go ahead and move on to New York Fashion Week, which is a pretty big deal, for designers. And so the reason why that's happening is because, like I mentioned, Shakisha is a model, and she's from here in Houston, but she lives in New York, living that model life.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So let's talk about your career there, because we talked a little bit about you in college. You played basketball. It wasn't really something that you were aspiring to be, but all of a sudden, the right people came in your path and sparked this passion now of yours, right?
Yes.
So, and we have you have young girls that follow you that aspire to be a model, thinking about it maybe. Tell them what your steps are. Like, tell them about your career and how this all got started, as far as what they need to do now, to take that step.
Okay, so first I did my research. Like, that's number one, because girls are always messaging me like, is this agency good? Like, how do I know if it's a good agency? Well, I would Google. Even on the Instagram, you can see what kind of clients they work with, and if that's what you want to do, then you know that it's kind of good. And another big misconception that people have is that you shouldn't pay for pictures, and that is a lie.
What do you mean? Like pay for? Oh, there's look at your some of your photos up there. Yeah, that's you. Some like a print ad, right? That you did, right? Okay, so this is really important because I work with a lot of models.
Right.
We do a lot of casting for fashion shows and events, and when we do these castings, especially here in Houston, and I think it's just because there isn't like a lot of education out there for models, because obviously we're not as well known as like Paris or Los Angeles or New York for model jobs. So I always tell the models, like, please do your research, please be prepared at these castings. So you're saying that yes, do your research on who you want to do your work with.
Even when I go to castings, like, I will look at the client's name before I'll Google, see what kind of pictures they have, like what other models they've already worked with, like the look they're going for, and I'll try to dress that way before I go to the casting.
Yeah, that's good. It's like going to an interview for just a regular job, right? You have to do your research on the company, dress appropriately for what they're looking for. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
like
it
that.
is a regular job.
I mean, yeah, well, but yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. A lot of people think you just show up and take pictures, but no, it's not that easy. Like,
so you were saying about like you don't have to pay for pictures, like your comp cards or headshots or
all of that. You have to pay for it. Even if your agency pays for it, they're going to charge it back to you, so you're paying for it anyway. Right. And so a lot of models want to shoot with photographers for free all the time. Like, I'm not paying for pictures. I'm not paying for pictures. But like to get a good book, which is really your calling card, your portfolio, you know, that's what they see before they see you most of the time.
Right.
They look at those pictures. So you have to get good pictures. That's off top. So that would be the first thing that I tell anybody. If they want to model, just start taking pictures. Like, even if you don't use them all, it's good practice. Like, you'll get used to it. You'll learn your angles.
Right. It's all about the angles, right?
Know where the light is.
And see, that's another thing too, is like doing your research on the photographer, right?
Right.
Because a good photographer will help you find those angles,
right,
and know the good lighting, right? And so take the time to do research on that as well.
Right.
But the comp cards are very important, and again, a portfolio, and also depends on what type of model you want to be, right?
Right.
Because there's runway model, print model,
lifestyle, commercial. I do fit modeling. So,
and you have to have a portfolio or a comp card for those different types of modeling.
You don't have to have a different comp card, but in your book, like, because I do a lot of different.
Yes, I've seen
in
you
different
do,
categories of modeling. So, like, I do a lot of hair jobs. I do like commercial, print, and I also do runway. But you have to like have each of those represented in your book so they can, you know, see what you can.
You know, what you can do.
So, I mean, a lot of models do only do like one category. So if you're doing fashion, then make sure your book is all fashion. If you want more commercial jobs, which are the jobs that pay more, you need to have a lot of like smiling, fun looking photos.
So commercial jobs pay more?
Way more. Like, I don't even want to do runway anymore, and a lot of big models won't do like fashion week anymore. If you notice that, like, some people do it because it's a lot of like hype and publicity that comes with it, but it's like no money really. And if they give you clothes, that means they're not paying you. So
okay, so there's a kind of like a trade-off on that. Okay, that's really interesting. But do you feel like you get a bigger type of audience so when you do runway? Or, I mean,
if you're working for like a designer that has a lot of press behind them, yes, then you would. But I mean, even if you know, when you look at a lot of like runway shows, they don't like say like, oh, this model walking down is this, like, you know, it's more about the designer and the clothes than the actual model. So, you know, for me, it's not like my favorite thing to do.
It's not?
No, I'd rather do commercial stuff because, like I said, they pay more. I like
when
to
you
do
say
stuff.
commercial, what do you mean like commercial? Like,
so like I shoot commercials for like Kohl's. I've done like JCPenney's, Macy's.
I have seen you do some of that. Yeah.
So I like to do like, you know, stuff where you can just smile and be fun and like.
Right. Like, it's a little bit of acting, like, you know,
it is.
like action.
That really is what it is.
Yeah, right.
So but also I do a lot of like showroom also, where I'm just in a closet in the back and I come out whenever the buyer comes in to see the work, and I just change and show each outfit. That's really my favorite thing to do because you're not in front of all the lights and all the cameras.
But you get to try on all of like these fun clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So it's a show. Okay, so like, I want to tell everybody about this because like you don't find this really in Houston, right?
No. Well, I mean, a little bit, but not. I mean, the buyers usually go to New York. Like when it's market week, that's what they call it, where all the buyers come and look at the designs that'll come out months from now,
and they want to see it on a model, see what it looks like before placing it into the stores.
Right.
Yeah.
So different stores will come in and buy different things, actually. So like for dealers, for example, we might show something with a little more coverage than we would show at another store.
Right.
So I come out and show them, you don't have to get all glammed up. You don't have to, you know, be in front of the lights and all that. It's just an easy job in and out.
I love
so that's
it.
just another aspect of modeling. Like, a lot of people don't know, like, there's showroom modeling, there's fit modeling, where they actually just try the clothes on you. So if you're a 6 all around, they'll have you come in and make sure that the 6 fits.
I love that. This is great insight because, like I said, you know, I'm like around models all the time, and you know, it's runway. You know, which also is all different. You know, in different places. You know,
I've done parts modeling where you only see my hands or my legs. I've done stuff for like what is it, the Nair. Where you just see my leg and my hand going up.
Oh
so
my
it's
God,
just
it's
like,
so funny.
it's so many things that you can do.
Okay, we're gonna go on another break. That's a phone call. I wonder if somebody's coming in to call us. But anyway, so we'll be right back. KNLY Daily Buzz Show with Shakisha. We'll see you in a minute.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
H-Town is the most culturally diverse city in America. H-Town Award's sole mission is to celebrate the great diversity of our city. Our artists, citizens, and philanthropists and businesses are second to none. H-Town is the best city in the world, and our people are the best people on earth. Join us in celebrating all musical genres and the diversity of our beautiful city. H-Town Award Show, November 2019. We'll see you there.
For more information, follow us on social media at H-Town Awards or send us an email at info@htownawards.com.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Xavier Academy is a full-service, accredited private school offering personalized curriculum and extraordinarily low student-to-teacher ratio. We emphasize academic success, personal growth, and social skills in a rich and stimulating environment. Xavier Academy The Woodlands offers summer school tutoring and credit recovery through the end of July. Our website, www.xavieracademy.org or 713-389-5545.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Insulation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam insulation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hey everyone, thank you for coming back. Daily Buzz Show 91.1 here at The Boss. And today we have been talking to Shakisha Johnson. She is here from Houston, actually from New York now because she's come back down home to give these new designers an opportunity to show their line at New York Fashion Week. And we're going to talk about that right now. That show, Shakisha, welcome.
Thank you.
That event is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow night, right? And so let's talk about it first. Fashion Showdown. Tell them again what it's about.
Fashion Showdown is designed to give emerging designers a platform to showcase their talents, win cash and prizes, and like you said, the trip to New York Fashion Week. We have 11 designers this year.
Wow, 11?
Yeah, 11.
Oh my gosh. So I was with Shakisha last year when she did this. I don't remember 11.
No, I think we had 10 last year.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So, okay.
One more.
Yeah, one more.
Yeah, okay, so they each make 4 original designs, and they had to make a mood board before, which is like their inspiration for their collection that they made.
Right, and they submitted that
Submitted online.
Okay.
And a few pictures from their portfolio, and we chose, the 11 people. We have men and women. I'm so excited. I have no idea what they're showing, so can't wait to see that.
That's always nice.
And we have the showdown, so they'll each do their own little runway show within our show because they have to pick their own music, their own models, their own styling, hair, and makeup.
What these designers have to do.
They have to do
essentially, like you're training them,
right,
to
put on a
do
show.
what you're supposed to do
Right.
once you get out there, and like at New York Fashion Week,
Right.
So they pick their own models, they cast their own models,
Right.
pick their own music, put it together with their designs, and then they're going to show it.
They're gonna show it.
Right. Okay. And then, so who gets to pick who wins?
Well, we have 4 amazing judges from the Houston area.
Okay. So 4 amazing judges, and you have here with you, Shakisha, Barry, right?
Yes.
Barry, you gotta say your last name. Is that
Very
your last name?
dynamic.
I love it. Barry, is that your real last name?
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay, you need to brand that.
Oh, it is.
Oh, is it?
It's more than a business.
Oh.
It's a brand. It's a personality.
Hey,
It's an experience, baby.
Very dynamic.
Very
Okay.
dynamic.
All right, very dynamic. So, you tell us about the judges then.
Okay,
Well, first
yes.
of all, how do you know Shakisha?
I mean, honestly, she was just recommended to me through via mutual friend
Okay.
and marketing partner, Tart Enterprises.
Okay.
And, when she brought Shakisha to me, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a fabulous idea. Typically you hear models, just making products look good.
Yes.
But this model actually gives designers, an opportunity to see what it's really like to be in the fashion industry. And then, of course, position them for success.
That's so
when
nice,
she
yeah.
told me what she was doing, I was like, all right, when do you want to start?
Yeah, and that's so nice, right? It's like she's giving back to the
Yes.
community and where she came from, and she remembers really the struggles, maybe. And
Right.
so I think that's really cool. That's really cool. So I was asking her, how are the designers chosen,
Being
and who
judged.
wins? Who? How does that happen?
So, well, the designers are actually, they had to register, and, we did a whole vetting process, and we were like, you know what? We think that these will be the best designers who have, of course, put in that sweat equity, and now they're ready to take it to the next level. And so we were able to bring in and hand select some of the top judges, here in Houston. And
Let's
they
talk about
all
those judges.
Are in the
I know one of
fashion.
those judges.
Ooh. So you want to start with Miss Bina?
Miss Bina, whoop, whoop, She Magazine, USA.
Yes, I love Bina. Just hand selecting each one of these judges and seeing their personalities, seeing their love and creativity for fashion in
Yes.
their own dynamic way.
Right.
And so Bina, she was actually, she's an international designer,
She is.
and she was rated, the top designer at Houston Fashion Week. And so being able to see what she's able to bring, from Dubai and
Yes.
all her different, just experiences.
She has a
around
lot
the
of
world.
experience, yeah, for
Yes,
sure. All around the
yes.
world, too.
Literally
Yeah.
all around the world. And
Yes,
we really
yes.
wanted to incorporate that into, the fashion showdown, because it's not about just catering to one specific market. It's about making sure that we're very inclusive, because there's so many creative and hidden gems here in Houston.
Exactly,
So
right.
we have Miss Bina, we have Bashar Myrtle. He's actually a Couture for Change fashion producer.
Okay.
And so it's a fashion show that is surrounded by charity. They raise money, all the proceeds, go to a specific charity that is surrounded by community development, homelessness,
Wonderful.
just anything to build and uplift our community. So Couture
Right.
for Change, hence the
Right.
name.
Yeah.
And then we have Toya Jewel. She is actually a custom lingerie designer. So I have never seen a woman bling out lingerie like she does.
Really? Oh
But
my
she
God.
makes it look epic, and she actually went, viral on social media showcasing her designs, and her story is really phenomenal. And then last but not least, we have Miss Chastity Sorrell. I actually had a chance to wear some of her designs
Right.
at the BET Awards, and she is a custom bridal designer.
Yes,
So-
actually, I do know Chastity. I know 2 of your
Yes,
judges.
yes.
Chastity Surreal is amazing.
Her gowns are so beautiful, and when you walk into her, her sanctuary, it's like, oh my gosh, you came up with this,
Yeah.
like from scratch,
Right.
And so,
And she learned how to sew on
from
from YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
Yes, yeah. She's like true boss babe for real.
No,
like,
seriously,
yes.
and each one of them actually are. And so, what other way to to have, judges who curate things, from scratch and to judge, designers who are doing the same thing.
I love
it.
Made sense to
put them all together.
Chastity actually is also having a show this weekend.
Yes,
she's having her bridal
on the 28th on Sunday.
Yes, so y'all look out for that. Look up Chastity.
Come see her at the fashion showdown.
Come see her, support her. And then with Bina, she has the magazine, She Magazine USA.
Yes.
Make sure you subscribe. We have designers on the cover of this issue. Leela, speaking of designers, right? Leela and Vinny from Project Runway, who you've walked for Project Runway at one in your career, right? So I love this full circle moment, Okay, so Barry, tell them about the show. Give them details about the show, where we could find them on social media, your social media. So where could they find more information about Fashion Showdown?
Well, you can go to thefashionshowdown.com as well as on social media, Fashion Showdown. We have some really great content there, showcasing some of the different designers that are going to be located there.
Can you tell us the name of the designers really quick?
It's going to be a little surprise.
Oh,
it's going to be a
my
surprise.
bad.
I got to come pull up on
That's
us.
right. That's right. Okay.
But yeah, the showdown, will start at 5 o'clock, for all of our VIP guests to come in and hang out and, meet the judges personally, get their information, see, how you all can incorporate with them.
It's a good networking event too.
Great networking, and complimentary dash vodka is going to be,
complimentary vodka.
Yes, to have some.
So who wants to call in right now and get some tickets?
Come get your weekend started with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So listen, if you want tickets and information, call into the station 281-292-7911.
Okay.
And we'll direct you to the right people. Maybe you can get some tickets. Right? Okay, and then Shakisha, what is your Instagram or Facebook where they could find you?
I'm Shakisha J on Instagram. That's CHEKESHAJ. And Facebook, it's Shakisha J20.
Okay, cool. Well, so good luck.
Thank you.
On the show tomorrow. I know it's going to be great because last year was a great show. And good luck on your career.
Thank you.
And I know this is something that you want to have happen every single year. So, designers out there, models too, if this is something that you want to get into with Shakisha next year, definitely follow the Fashion Showdown on IG so you can get more information and get ready for the next go round, right?
I have people already saying, I'm ready for the next one. So yeah, if you go to the website, thefashionshowdown.com, you can actually get on our mailing list.
Okay.
And we're going to do a show in Atlanta next year as well as Houston.
Oh, so you're going to make this a traveling
thing?
Make
it a regional thing.
Oh, okay. Look at you. You're doing big things. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us, and we appreciate you coming and listening. Make sure to go to the show. I'm going to be there for sure. Come and say hello. And then follow us here at the Daily Buzz Show on Facebook, KNLY 91.1 The Boss. And my name is Rose, your host, and peace out.